Thank you for choosing to watch this eImpact overview for new users and prospects. Impact is a fully integrated front and back office solution for the staffing industry. After logging in, you're greeted with a tip of the day. This is your main desktop. Notice the tabs at the top of the window. These are customizable. Predefined roles are set up in the system but can be modified based upon what your users will use. For this demonstration, we'll select the service role. And notice how the tabs have changed. They're now geared towards a service or a recruiting role. There are multiple ways to look up employees in Impact. Let's start by entering part of the last name, a comma, then part of the first name. The employee record is capable of holding lots of classifying information about the employee that can later be used to qualify the candidate for a position. Most of this information is stored in submenus within the Options menu. But before we get too far, let's talk about how we can get all this information into the system. Setting up an online application is a relatively easy thing for a web developer, given that we provide a template and thorough instructions. When an employee is finished applying online, they choose Submit. This generates an email that is then sucked into eImpact, creating the employee master record. Using the online application ensures that all data entry is completed, but you don't have to do any of the work. During a phone screen or interview, a recruiter should review the application with the employee and make adjustments as necessary prior to saving and approving the candidate file. The new applications are found in the e-approvals. Double-clicking the employee's application opens the record. After reviewing the application, check for duplicates. If an employee with a similar name is found, the records can be merged together. There are many great resume management features in eImpact. One of them is the Generate Resume option. You start by choosing a resume template that is set up in administration. You can create an objective for the employee, and edit the skills that will be included on the resume. Include past employers and education. Select Save when you're done, and the employee resume is started for you. Right-clicking in the Resume tab brings up options to load another resume from your hard drive or to edit the existing resume using Microsoft Word. Changes can be made in Microsoft Word and then saved into the Resume tab. Another great feature of eImpact is its interview modules. The interview worksheet comes preloaded with 98 behavioral-based interview questions. However, your own interview questions can be added, and these questions can be modified or deleted. During the interview, if you have access to a computer, it's helpful to take notes right into the system as you ask the question. For example, the interviewer would ask, "Have you ever worked with a supervisor you couldn't get along with?" The candidate would respond, and the interviewer would type the response into the text box. Then the next category can be selected. When the interview is complete, choose Save in the upper left. And then you'll want to complete an interview summary. After saving the interview summary, This information can be quickly accessed again by going to the Biography tab. Choosing the Interview button will reveal just the questions and the answers that the employee replied to. Here is the interview summary, as well as a quick list of all the employee's skills. After that very brief overview of the employee, let's change gears and talk about customers and orders. eImpact is a relational database, and each customer can have many departments that fall underneath it. These are called divisions. Selecting the division shows information regarding the worksite and is also a way to get to the contact, the temp orders, and the billing profiles. The contact master is where you would go to record sales calls and other conversations between you and your client. This is done by selecting History and then Add. Billing profiles determine where we send the invoices. There are multiple invoicing options and places to put credit information. Another useful screen is the order lookup. Hopefully you have thousands of orders, so these filtering buttons make it easy to find the one you're looking for. The assignment view is a list of all currently working or assigned employees. Right-clicking in any grid gives you the options menu. For example, from the assignment lookup, one can right-click to view MapQuest travel directions. Other great features of eImpact include the calendar and the reporter. Please contact your account manager or sales rep to learn more about these features. Thanks.